Let me ask you this question. Do you have any regrets career-wise from not having a program of significance with Hogan?
Yeah, you know what? The thing about never having to run with Hogan, gosh, man, I was running so hard back then, hard-headed as hell. You know, the word on the street that, you know, he wasn't never going to do any favors for anybody. I damn sure wasn't going to do any favors for anybody who wasn't going to favor back, if you know what I'm saying. And it's funny, when you listen to professional athletes talk about each other, you know, two badass basketball players, they'll rarely put another guy over. They'll talk in a complimentary tone, but they won't give that guy too much credit. Same thing was going on, I would think, and from me, but you'd have to ask Hulk Hogan this question to get his opinion. But hey, I recognize everything that guy did, but I also recognize everything that I did. And I know how I like to work and how I like to fly in the ring and do my business. And I just he was open to having a match.
I thought so.
Me, not so much. I thought the styles would clash. I didn't think it'd be that great of a match. And this is me outworking me. You know, I love the money that I made in the wrestling business, but I won't do a high-profile match just to get a good payoff, because I'd love to have the money, but it ain't about the money. It's about the match and the program, and if I'm not going to enjoy it, I'm not going to do it. And I guarantee you, you know, if my head would have been in a little bit different place and I wasn't as competitive or hard-headed as I had been, then, you know, by all rights, a program should have happened. But again, I think that was, you know, and me physically and mentally where I was at, I could go. I think Hogan would have probably been a step or two behind that. That wasn't acceptable to me, and I didn't want to slow myself down. And I say that with all due respect to Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea, because the guy had a hellacious run.
You know,
that was my thought process back in the day.
I think, Steve, quite honestly, whether it's a one-off or and if I had been picking up the pencil and was going to, you know, pencil in the match and book an angle, it'd be a one-off, one time. I don't need to go to the well and see if we can get two out of something that we're lucky to get the one out of.
Okay, and then let's go to the finish room.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's easy for you and me.
Well, see, yeah, he gets a stunner. You're staying. He's leaving. You give him a hug or shake his hand like a man when it's over, and he's as whole as he could be if you chose to do that. Or you do it the next night on Raw when all of a sudden, you know, he maybe somewhere down the road, it's you and him in a tag match. I'm just looking at, I don't see why it would be hard to do business. You wouldn't have that 30-minute knockdown, drag-out athletic match like he had the 3 times at WrestleMania with Rock, because he was an athletic son of a gun.
Right.
You know, Terry.
That's kind of where my head was at, though, in having those kind of matches. I didn't think we could deliver at that level. And when you go to what him and Rock did at WrestleMania 18,
right?
Oh, they did nothing.
No.
They had the people in the palm of their hands. It's one of the most electric crowds that I'd ever seen, and everything they did got the best response possible. It was an unbelievable matchup. So they did it without really doing anything, and everything they did meant so much.
Yeah.
I'd take my hat off
You could have done
those two guys for the match that they put on that night.
Yeah.